ours.
I left my long cord, everything. It's just me. How's it going? Good. Whose is this, Don?
That's mine. I'll get it out of the way here.
Okay. Where are you in the program? Oh, okay. We're still in pretty good shape. Yeah, okay. We're still in good shape then.
David Royer and Becky and John Grimes, parents of Ray Royer. Joyce and Dennis Rush, parents of Brad Rush. Annette and Ron Spears, parents of Donald Spears. Sue and Frank Norris, parents of Joe Norris. Cindy and Dwayne Stock, parents of Tim Stock. Sally Walsh, mother of Shane Stork. Patsy Witt and Don Witt, grandmother and father of Elvis Witt. Linda and Ernie Irwin, parents of Amanda Irwin. Rita and Rick Lowe, parents of Kelly Lowe. Anita and John Myers, parents of Sarah Myers. Lenore and Mark Sechrist, father and stepmother of Connie Sechrist. Melinda and Steve Sienkiewicz, parents of Nikki Sienkiewicz. Marlene and Skip Miller, parents of Emily Miller. Janet and Joseph Smith, parents of Margaret Smith. Bobby and Charlie Connect, parents of Heidi Connect. Nancy and Patrick Wanger, parents of Angie Wanger. Becky and Norris Hill, parents of Cherry Hill. Shelley Baker and Jerry Baker, mother of Anna Baker. Carol and Gary Mills, parents of Christine Mills. Cheryl and Ron McCavitz, parents of Elizabeth McCavitz. Ev and Ron Lesko, parents of Elise Lesko. And Sue and Ari Miller, parents of April Miller. The contribution these boys and girls have made to our team reflects the spirit of cooperation represented by the parents, and is with our appreciation that we honor you this evening. The parents of our senior football players, cheerleaders, and pom-pom squad.
football.
So,
Ready to go here, I'm sure, for Coach Leonard. And in a few moments, the Tornadoes will be coming through the tunnel formed by the band, the pom-pom squad, and the cheerleaders. They'll be coming under the south end zone goal post. Another beautiful night for high school football. The weather is just about perfect, Dave. Just a slight breeze that shouldn't really affect either passer, I wouldn't think.
Well, let's hope not. We just want this. We want this game to get started. I think we've used up every adjective we could probably think of to try to describe what's going on out here, and you just have to be here to believe it or see it to believe it. It's like Don said, it's almost like a carnival. You get so many people out here for this game, and there's so much support for the team, and let's just hope they respond. I know they're going to respond to it.
Well, we just look for a good game from both teams, regardless of the outcome. Of course, we're pulling hard for our Tornadoes to pull off the upset of the season. It would be, of course, if they could knock off a Sacred Heart Griffin Ball Club, and that would send a real message to the other teams in the conference.
our Taylorville Tornadoes and the Griffin Cyclones. At this time, I'd like to give the starting lineups for Sacred Heart Griffin. At tight end, number 88, 6'4", 245-pound senior, Mike McGee. At a tackle, 6'6", number 66, 6'2", 250-pound junior, Mike Albrecht. At a guard, number 55, 6'1", 210-pound senior, Steve Donovan. At center, number 51, 6 foot, 210-pound senior, Terry Horstman. At a guard, number 70, 5'9", 180-pound senior, P.J. Titone. At a tackle, number 75, 6'2", 235-pound senior, Steve Vespa. At wide receiver, number 81, 6 foot, 165-pound senior, Chad Carter. At a wide receiver, number 83, 6 foot, 185-pound senior, Mike Pilger. At a running back, number 44, 5 foot 5 inch, 155-pound senior, Phil Lambert. At the other running back, number 35, 6 foot, 180-pound senior, Matt Heyman. Starting at quarterback, number 5, 6 foot 1 inch, 180-pound senior, Scott Norris. The Cyclones are coached by Ken Leonard, and their record is 7-0.
from Coach Scott Albertson?
Oh, I don't really think so. I think probably just got in there talking about what he's going to do real quickly with his boys, getting them ready. So I expect they're going to be here in just a few moments.
See, the ambulance has their lights on, the sirens blowing, the tornado warning sirens going off, and here come the purple and gold clad Taylorville Tornadoes under that south goal post, and they'll be making their way down through the tunnel here in just a moment. The fans all on their feet here preparing for tonight's action as the Tornadoes now just jump on top of one another. I don't think there's any doubt that the coaching staff has them ready for this ball game.
Yeah, they're ready, Terry. The fans are ready. We're ready. Let's just get on with it. You know, look at those kids. You know, what more can you ask for than high school athletics? This is as good as it gets. Here they come right now through the band, and they're ready to break through the...
What is that thing called, Dave? I don't know what it's called. Here they come as the Tornadoes, led by Matt Hart, one of the first players out, along with Mike Flynn. And now we'll turn it over once again to our field announcer, David Hicksonball, who will have the starting lineups for our Taylorville Tornadoes.
And now the starting lineup for our Taylorville Tornadoes. At tight end, number 82, 6 foot, 185-pound senior, Mike Flynn. At left tackle, number 77, 6 foot 3 inch, 230-pound senior, Shane Stewart. At left guard, number 52, 5 foot 11 inch, 180-pound junior, Tad McCullough. At center, number 50, 5 foot 11 inch, 205-pound senior, Matt Hart. At right guard, number 55, 6 foot, 220-pound senior, Troy Helton. At right tackle, number 74, 6 foot 1 inch, 220-pound senior, Don Spears. At a wide receiver, number 6, 5 foot 11 inch, 170-pound junior, Chad Milam. At a receiver, number 12, 5 foot 11 inch, 185-pound senior, Doug Kamati. At a running back, number 43, 5 foot 11 inch, 190-pound senior, Joe Norris. At fullback, number 32, 5 foot 10 inch, 190-pound junior, Matt Repsher. And at the quarterback, number 15, 6 foot 3 inch, 200-pound junior, Jeb Odom. The Tornadoes are coached by Scott Albertson. The record, 6-1.
Okay, and the Taylorville Tornadoes will receive the opening kickoff as Sacred Heart Griffin patiently or impatiently waiting already out on the field for the Tornadoes following the introductions. And Don, your ideas here on the strategy of us having the ball first, your opinion?
Well, I'd rather not have it first in our situation since our defense has done such a great job. But regardless, I think the key to this ball game is going to be a couple of three things. And one of the things that's a big key is, can we move the football, for first downs and so forth to get good field position? If we can't do that, if we can't move the football at least to get some first downs and get field position, it could be a long night. But if we can, that will put the defense in a situation to where they might take advantage of the situation out there and play real tough, and we can get the ball down close to their goal line and maybe take it in. So field position is going to be very important in tonight's football game.
Of course, you can tell where my head's been all day. I didn't even bring up a pencil, a pen, a stat sheet, the log, anything for tonight's game. It's all in my car over on the other side of the field. We're just going to play her by ear and wing it here tonight. Dave will keep what stats he can as Ryan Wells kicks off to the Taylorville Tornadoes, and it's going to be taken back deep at about the 15-yard line. Return to the 20 and out to about the 22-yard line, and that's where the Taylorville Tornadoes are going to have it first down and 10. And returning the ball for the Tornadoes was Jeremy Zeitler in on the specialties team. And the Tornado offense, first down, will have the ball, let's call it the Taylorville 23-yard line, first down and 10. We're just underway, and Chad Milam will come to the near side of the field as Jeb Odom brings the team up with the I formation in the backfield. Repture, the fullback, the tailback will be Norris. Flanker set to the far right side. And the give is going to be to Repture, the first man through. And there may have been a fumble. There is, and the first turnover of the night goes to Sacred Heart Griffin. Gentlemen, I couldn't even see the play from this angle of what happened, but the ball was knocked loose. It was simply a straight dive play, a real safe call for a first down.
Okay, last week we didn't have a single fumble in the mud. The first play from scrimmage we had one. I think we're a little nervous out there.
The one thing I did notice when they carried out their fake to tailback Joe Norris, he got tackled anyway, even without the ball. So now Scott Norris will bring his team up in the I formation with a flanker left, in split to the near side with a 1st and 10 at the Taylorville 23. Norris drops back, play action, looks to pass out in the flat, wide open. He's going to go for a touchdown. Absolutely no one there. It was simply a blown coverage as Mike McGee catches one for a 23-yard touchdown, and we're 54 seconds into the game.
I think you can see why I would have rather kicked off. But the thing about it is we need to stay with our game plan and not get that rattled because of this early score. Sometimes that can hurt the team that scores quickly. They have a little letdown. Let's hope that happens in this situation.
Well, that's got to be disappointing to Coach Hansen, because I know that he has reviewed all the films. He knows all the tendencies of this ball club, and it was simply a blown coverage to leave Mike McGee open for that touchdown pass. Here's the attempt for the conversion. It's wide left, no good. With 11:06 left to play in the first quarter, it's Sacred Heart Griffin 6, Taylorville nothing. Back after this.
Again, Chad Milam deep for the Tornadoes. Ryan Wells to do the kicking for the Cyclones.
Terry Wright along with Don Anderson and Dave Juvenali back with you once again as lightning has struck here at Taylorville with Sacred Heart Griffin getting on the board. Following a Taylorville turnover, they score on their first offensive play, a 23-yard touchdown pass to McGee. Here's the kick, and this kick again is going to be fielded and picked up by Zeitler back at the 15 and down at about the 18. So Taylorville again is going to start deep in their own territory, and Taylorville unable to get a return of any kind. Finds himself starting 6 points down from their own 18-yard line, first down and 10. So a turnover set things up for Sacred Heart Griffin on Tornado's first offensive possession. As a coach, though, Don, I think you'd want to go right back to the young man that fumbled and get his confidence back for him.
Oh, yeah, I think that you've just got to get out there and play football.
This time the backs are split behind Jeb Odom, the quarterback, and wide to the right, flanker set to the near side. And Jeb Odom keeps it himself and gets wrapped up and thrown for a loss of a couple on the play.
Almost looked like another broken play. They look nervous.
I think he was trying to run an option to the left, and it just didn't develop at all.
Well, I'm not too sure that our offensive line has seen the defensive line quite what they're looking at tonight either.
No, this is a very, very good team that we're playing. And it's not just being nervous, they're good.
Second down, a loss of about 1.5 yards on the play. Let's call it 12. Second down and 12 for the Tornadoes at their own 16-yard line. Milam is split to the left, Gamati to the far right, back split, back to pass. Under a rush, over the middle, he's got Joe Norris, and Norris is up to the 25, near the 26-yard line. Going to be short of the first down by about 3, but that's a good play, a good safe pass.
Short passing game is what we need to go to the most. That in your run, then maybe open up something deep. But right now, what they're calling, the plays they're trying to do is the right plays.
That's got to be a little bit of a confidence boost for the offense to complete that first pass attempt. And that was a pickup of about 8 on the play. Third down and about 3 facing the Tornadoes. Shea Walker is in the flanker to the near side. Norris goes into the slot to the right. Lone setback will be Repture behind Jeb Odom. 4 down lineman for the defense. Rolling out to the right, trying to get away from the pressure. Looks to the right.
Interference.
No call. The pass is knocked away. The defender was right there on the coverage. The pass was intended for Milam. And Taylor's going to be looking at a 4th and 3, and will have to punt with what wind there is at their back. With the Tornadoes trailing here in the early going 6-0 to Sacred Heart Griffin. This punt's going to come from back at about the 12 or 13-yard line is where Mike Flynn will actually kick it.
Looks like they got the rush on.
Yeah, they've got 10 men up near the line. A big rush. Flynn gets away, a good kick. It's going to hit at the 45, roll to the 40, gets a Taylorville roll down inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. And that's where Sacred Heart Griffin will take over first down and 10 with 8:58 left to play in the first quarter. Taylorville's defense has only been on the field for one play. That a 23-yard scoring strike from Scott Norris to Mike McGee. And now the Taylorville defense onto the field, facing Griffin with a first and 10 from their 32-yard line. Two receivers wide to the left. The backs in an I formation behind Scott Norris. Norris takes the snap. Gives to the second man through, and he's got some running room as he gets out to about the 39-yard line. A pickup of 7. If he got to the 40, maybe an 8-yard pickup. We'll see where they spot it. At the 39, pickup of about 7. Second down and a long 3 now facing Sacred Heart Griffin. Norris again sends two receivers wide to the left side. A man in the slot to the left. The backs in the I formation. On second and a long 3. Quick pass out into the left.
Intercept, picked off!
It's picked off.
Here it goes.
Sideline. And down off the 30-yard line. I can't see who it is from here.
Terry, there went his record. He had to complete 8 passes and set a state record, and goodbye right there. Maybe this will turn it. This is what we want, Don. We want something like this to happen.
This is a good thing that can happen for you, and we've got to take advantage of it.
I couldn't see the number of the interception, but that stopped that state record. He needed 8. He's only completed 1.
Right. Odom got it.
Was it Odom?
Yeah, 15.
Jeb Odom?
Yeah. Jeb got it.
Jeb Odom on the interception for the Tornadoes. And Taylorville takes over first and 10 at the 31-yard line. It was a pass out into the flat, picked off by the Tornadoes, and a golden opportunity. Shea Walker in motion to give to the tailback up the middle. Big hole for Joe Norris, and he's going to get 6, maybe 7, down inside the 25 to about the 23. Almost 8 on the play. Second and a long 2 facing the Tornadoes. The ball at the right hash mark at the 23-yard line in Griffin territory. Second down and 2 facing the Tornadoes. Shea Walker goes right. Milam to the near side. Back stacked in the I formation with Walker now in motion back toward the near side. Going to give it to Norris again as he slams over the left side. It's going to be very close to the first down. It looks like from here that he may have it. Let's see where they spot it. Very close to the 20-yard line. Official takes a look at the chains over on the far side of the field. And it's close enough they're going to have to bring it out for a measurement. But, Don, I don't think there's any doubt right here that the Tornadoes are in 4-down territory.
Oh, no doubt about that. And of course, we need to control the ball. That's what we're doing with at least a couple of plays. And if we can get down there for a touchdown, it'd be great. If not, we can always try to kick a field goal. But I think we better try to get that touchdown.
Yeah, try to get the lead here early in the game and maybe put a little shock in that Sacred Heart Griffin ball club if we could get the touchdown and add the conversion after they missed their attempt. So it is a first down, first and 10. The ball just shy of the 20-yard line in Griffin territory. Walker again is flanked to the right. Milam split to the near side. The backs are split, and in motion comes Shea Walker back to the near side. Straight drop back, wanting to pass. Now he rolls out to his left. He's forced out of the pocket. Odom trying to run is going to be caught and down. He may have picked up about a yard.
At the most, he would pick up a yard, but at least he ran the ball when his receivers were covered.
He got the ball just across the 20, so let's give him a pickup of a yard. Second down and about 9 now facing the Tornadoes. We're down to 6 minutes to play first quarter. Griffin struck early, missed the extra point, lead it 6-0. Matt Hart brings the team up over the ball. Helton and McCullough are the guards. Shane Stork and Donald Spears are the tackles. Tight end is Mike Flynn. The backs are split. Straight drop back, wanting to pass over the middle, and it's caught. Rupture down at about the 12-yard line. The fullback goes in motion left, then comes back to the right. Then he gets the handoff, tries it up the middle, and battles forward. He's got a yard or so. It's going to be awfully close to the first down. Close enough that the officials are going to have to stop the clock while they unpile to take a look. They spot it at the 11, and that's awfully close again, and again they're going to call for a measurement.
Very close. I don't know if he made it or not. It's going to be real close.
5:01 left to go in the first quarter. 6-0 right now with Sacred Heart Griffin leading. An absolutely full house here tonight in Taylorville as they set the chains and measure. And we lack about 4 inches.
I think I'd go for it. I wouldn't worry about the field goal this time. We need to move the ball in there for a touchdown.
I think you're right. I'd concur with that assessment. 4th and inches facing the Tornadoes. And Jeb Odom is in there. I would think that they'd be a quarterback sneak, but they go to a 5-man line. They've got a man right over the center and 2 linebackers in there tight, Don. They're expecting quarterback sneak. And he's got it. The surge from the center, Matt Hart, with Jeb Odom right behind him, gets him inside the 10-yard line, and that's enough for a first down. 1st and goal, Tornadoes.
This is what we want. We're going to come after that getting stung so early in the game, to come right back and do it this way.
Did you see the surge from Matt Hart?
Sure did. He did a good job. In fact, these 2 guards did a great job with him, so that was a good first down.
They had a man right on the nose of the center and 2 linebackers in the gap, and we still were able to pick up the first down. Going to the right is Milam. Walker to the near side, the I formation. Odom calls the signals. In motion from left to right goes Shea Walker. The give to the tailback. Norris over the right side. He's got a hole. Norris in front and score.
Norris got it.
Joe Norris took it in from 10 yards out for the touchdown with 4:32 left in the first quarter, and Taylorville with a chance to go on top. Michael Flynn will come on to add the extra point. Oh, what a way to come back from what could have been a devastating first 2 plays of the game. An offensive play that was a fumble, and then a touchdown pass by your opponent. But the Tornadoes came back, forced their own turnover on an interception, and moved the ball down the field nicely. And a 10-yard touchdown run by Joe Norris. Here comes Flynn's attempt for the extra point. We've got a flag. I think Sacred Heart may have jumped into the neutral zone. Let's see. The dead ball penalty, illegal procedure, Taylorville, so they'll back it up 5, and we'll try it from there. That shouldn't really affect Mike Flynn too much.
I don't know. It doesn't help any, I'll promise you that.
Someone on the line must have moved and drawn the defender across. So Flynn will have it teed up now at the 15 for this extra point. Motti does the holding. Snap, the placement, the kick is up. It's long enough, but he pulled it left, and we're tied at 6 with 4:32 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back for the Taylorville kickoff right after this.
Over all others, Shell, the best-selling gasoline in the world. Some choose Shell because they appreciate our friendly service, which comes with more mile per gallon. And many more choose Shell because of the quality and performance of its gasoline. You'll find these things at Shell, your source for the best-selling gasoline in the world. For Formula Shell, Shell products, and quality service, drop by Bill Shell at 415 West Stresser and other Shell stations.
The Taylorville Tornadoes on the kickoff may have recovered the short kick. Let's wait and see the official signal. Taylorville is jumping up and down for joy at the 43 of Sacred Heart Griffin. The kick was a roller on the ground trying to keep the ball away from the good return from Sacred Heart Griffin. And Troy Helton comes up with the ball. It's Taylorville ball at the 43-yard line. I don't think it was an intentional onside kick, Don, but it works out the same.
I think Mike's very nervous out there with the extra point going wide and that kick. But in this case, the break was for us, and now we got great field position. And let's see if we can get her down there and score.
4:23 and the clock running to play in the first quarter. We're tied at 6. It's a new ball game. The Tornadoes have it 1st and 10 at the Cyclones' 43-yard line. Milam split to the near side. Walker flanked far to the right. The I formation behind Odom. Fakes to Repture, looks for Milam, and it's just behind him. And Milam reached back and got one hand on it, but that was all he could do. Down at about the 30-yard line. The pass just a little bit behind him. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10, and we picked up a yard on the spot. It's now the 42. It was the 43.
We sure did. Now he moved it a little bit.
Yeah, he moved it a little bit, but we still picked up about a good half yard on that spot.
We'll take that.
The back of the ball was touching the 43 a while ago, wasn't it, Robert? Yeah.
We deserve an extra yard, don't we?
We'll take it. Kamadi now is the flanker far to the right side for the Tornadoes. Again in the I formation. Quick count. Rolling to his left. Wanting to pass. Looks down the left sideline. He's got a receiver at the 31. The pass is caught by, I think, Milam. He's surrounded by Tornadoes, but it is. It's Chad Milam who does a great job getting to the sideline and getting both feet down when he catches that pass, and he's got the first down at the 31. It didn't make any difference on that half a yard.
That's great. Now we're running those short pass patterns and doing well with it. Eventually we'll be able to go deep on it.
And all of a sudden, Don, you can see the confidence begin to build in this Tornado ball club. They've found out already that they can move the ball against this Sacred Heart Griffin team. Man in the slot now, set to the right side for the Tornadoes. I believe it's Kamadi. On 1st and 10, a straight drop back. Looking over the middle and just off Kamadi's fingertips, a little bit out in front of him. And we've run a variety of patterns so far, going to several different intended receivers.
Everything's been underneath the coverage, and that seems to be still open, and that'll open up our running attack, too.
2nd and 10 now. The ball just outside the 30-yard line of Sacred Heart Griffin. 3.5 minutes left to play in the opening quarter, and we're tied at 6. A game that could determine the champion of the Central State 8 Conference and really shake up the ratings in the Class 4A if the Tornadoes could pull off the upset. Out of the offset I now on 2nd and 10. Here's a give on a delay to Joe Norris, and Norris just carries tacklers inside the 30 down to about the 29. What looked like nothing for Joe Norris ended up in a 2.5 yard gain as just second effort from Joe Norris. Turned a loss into a gain of a couple. Looking at 3rd down and about 8 now, and the Tornadoes looking at a definite passing situation. The play comes in with Mike Flynn bringing it in from the sideline. Now Casey Reese also is coming into the game. There's confusion, and now the Tornadoes have to call timeout with 2:55 to go in the first quarter. 6-6 our score. We'll be back right after this. Confusion there on the offense, Don. Had to call the timeout to get the play straight.
Well, it's better to do that than do something wrong. And so this is a big play with 3rd down inside their 30.
Odom calling the signals. Offset I, man in the slot set to the right side. Dropping back now, rolling right. He's looking underneath for Norris. There's the pass. It looks like it's a little short. Let's see. Incomplete. That would have been enough for the first down, but the pass was a little bit underthrown, it appeared.
I don't know. It's a little bit far for a field goal, I believe, at this time. So I think they're going to just go ahead on 4th down and see what they can get.
I think you might as well. The ball spotted just inside the 29-yard line. Doug Kamadi now will come back in and bring the play from the sideline on a 4th down and about 8.
Better hurry up or we're going to get a penalty.
The key here is to make sure that the receiver gets to that forward down marker and gets the first down yardage. 2:50 to play in the quarter.
We're confused out there.
We're taking a long time to get to the line and get ready. Milam is split to the
right. There it is. Now I'm not quite sure if it wouldn't punt it.
Yeah.
We can see that one coming.
Yeah, I don't understand what's happened here. The Tornadoes have not looked like that for quite some time. But it was a delay game. It took too long getting the play called. Now it's a 4th and about 13 call.
I think I'd punt the ball.
Casey Reese is going to come in now and bring a play.
Go for it.
Well, the ball is spotted now at the 33.5 yard line. A punt into the end zone would only pick up about 13 yards. Unless you were fortunate enough to kick it out of bounds down tight.
You got this opportunity. You might take advantage of it. Try to take advantage of the situation.
Lone setback is Repsher. In the slot to the left side is Norris. Back to pass. Under rush is Odom. He tries to step up, and then he gets swarmed under at the 39. So now we lose another 5 and turn the ball over at the 39-yard line, and that's where Sacred Heart Griffin is going to have it 1st down and 10. So Sacred Heart holds following a turnover when they mishandled the kick from Mike Flynn. And now Sacred Heart Griffin's offense comes back out with 2 receivers wide to the left. Scott Norris, the quarterback, has the I formation behind him with 2:35 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 6 apiece. Norris drops back, gives to the tailback. He slips the tackle. And he just keeps charging forward. It's Lambert who gets about 9 yards on the carry. Phil Lambert just kept his legs churning and picks up about 9, clear up to the 48-yard line. Second down and 1. And that's a situation where a quarterback like Norris can do just about anything he wants on second and short. 2 receivers wind to the left side again. Scott Norris, the quarterback for Sacred Heart Griffin, drops back, gives to the tailback, big hole off the left side, and he's got the first down into Taylorville territory at the Taylorville 48, and coming back at him was Casey Reese to put him down. But it's going to be a first down and 10. Facing the Taylorville defense with Sacred Heart Griffin now in Taylorville territory, let's call it the 49-yard line. Minute 45 to play in the opening quarter. It's seen a lot of action already, but then things have calmed down a little bit after the opening couple series. Here's a pitch back. It was almost mishandled. Lambert in the backfield is going to be caught and thrown for a loss of about a yard, but he was lucky to manage that as the pitch went very deep, about 7 yards deep.
I just wonder if he's going to try to pass off that, Terry. He was so deep, we couldn't tell, but I don't know of a play like that would not be a possibility of him getting the ball and throwing it down the field.
I think it was just some kind of a busted play. It just didn't look good from the start.
Didn't look good at all.
It's not often that you pitch the ball 7 yards deep like Norris did that time. Second down and 11. The ball spotted back on the Griffin side of the midfield stripe. Now there's some confusion from Sacred Heart Griffin as their running back has to step up to talk to the quarterback, and Griffin calls the timeout with 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 6-6. Taylorville and Griffin will be back right after this.
Credit unions were created. Become a member today. Taylorville Community Credit Union. We belong to you. Member NCUA.
On second and 11 now, Scott Norris, the quarterback for Sacred Heart Griffin, drops back, fakes a handoff, rolls to his right. He wants to pass, looks downfield. He's got a receiver who can't hold on at the 30-yard line. Incomplete. Kamadi was there on the coverage, but it could have been a completion very easily to the big tight end, Mike McGee. So it's third down and 11 now with the ball just touching the midfield stripe on the Sacred Heart Griffin side of midfield. Clock stopped with 47 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Game tied at 6 apiece. Griffin scoring on a one-play drive. Eric Grubb is the flanker set to the near side. Pilger far to the right side. High formation, back to pass. They're going to run the draw to the second man out of the backfield. He's hit and down after about a 3-yard pickup. It's going to be fourth and at least 9 for Sacred Heart Griffin. They're in Taylorville territory, but call it the Taylorville 48-yard line. Fourth and about 9 facing Sacred Heart Griffin. Taylorville's Chad Milam will go back to return the punt. Coming from
they have a man wide open on the sideline over there. Oh, my goodness.
Milam sees him. Now he gets Jeb Odom out there to cover him. Oh, very nearly got to the block. Punt is going to hit and roll dead. They down at about the 12-yard line. And Doug Kamadi very nearly got to the punt that time. Made a great effort at it. And Taylorville.
That'll be the last play of the quarter, I think, when they spot it for play, the time will run out.
And as we come to the end of the first quarter, the score, the Taylorville Tornadoes 6 and the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones 6. We'll be back right after this. What a good time for the Tornadoes to put together a sustained drive here. If they can start back at around their own 12-yard line and move the ball steadily down the field and hopefully get a score.
I'd be happy with a couple of first downs.
Dangerous territory, of course. You always worry about the worst. Deep in your own territory, everyone has to handle the ball well. The give is to Norris. Norris breaks the tackle. Coming out of that tailback spot, Norris is all the way up across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Check that, it was Matt Repsher.
Matt's really running well. Well, that was a tough run that time. He almost broke it all the way.
Certainly did. Very nearly broke it. First and 10 at the Taylorville 23-yard line now. The opening play of the second quarter. Milam goes left. Shea Walker to the near side. Back stack right behind Jeb Odom. Odom gives to the tailback. This time the tailback is hit and dropped as crashing in for Sacred Heart Griffin, Matt Nitrione. And he threw Taylorville for about a 3-yard loss.
According to Scott, he says that Griffin usually red dogs on the second down play, so I think that was the case then.
So now the Tornadoes are looking at second down and 13 with the ball spotted on the 20-yard line. 11 minutes to play in the first half. 6-6 our score. Central State 8 conference action. Dropping back. Trying to lob the ball down the side. He's got Milam over there. Did he come down with it? No, it's incomplete.
Fade pass was a little slow that time. The safety was able to get over, and lucky we didn't get that intercepted, really.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 13 now facing the Tornadoes. With the ball still spotted on the 20-yard line. Clock stops on the incompletion at 10:53 to play in the half. Mike Flynn coming in from the sideline will bring the play in to quarterback Jeb Odom. On the 3rd down play, they take out a linebacker and bring in another down lineman, Don, to put more pressure, I would assume, on the quarterback.
Yeah.
On the 3rd down play. Shea Walker's in the slot to the near side. Back to pass. Forced out of the pocket, wanting to scramble. He's got a man going deep. Milam's there! Milam! At the 35, the 30, the 20! Milam is tackled at the 20. He had his man beat. He had to wait on the ball a little bit, but it got there, and it's all the way down to the 20-yard line. That's a 60-yard pass play for Jeb Odom to Chad Milam.
That's got the crowd into it, Terry.
Yeah.
Play.
Get the rally flags going, fans. What a pass play. Good for 60 yards.
And Jeb had trouble because he was rushed real hard. He had to sidestep a tackler in there, or he would have been down. So he did a great job at getting that ball down the field at all.
He threw it on the run. It was slightly underthrown, but Chad Milam had his man beat so badly he could wait for it to get to him. 1st and 10 now at the 21, and Odom keeps it himself. Goes straight ahead. Gets it down to about the 17, maybe the 16 as they'll unpile. Who said they'd be happy with just a couple first downs a minute ago?
Well,
I don't know who that was.
I would have. I'll tell you, I'm very conservative, but that was a great play.
10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Taylorville and Sacred Heart Griffin deadlocked at 6-6.
I think Jeb picked up almost 5 yards on that quarterback keeper.
Sure did.
He's down to the 17, 2nd and about 6 for the Tornadoes. Milam far to the left, Kamadi flank to the near side and goes in motion from right to left. Give to the tailback Norris. He's got a little hole. He's inside the 15 and down to about the 14-yard line. Going to be about 1.5 yards short of a first down. Yeah, maybe a little more than that. Mark it just inside the 15. Get 2 yards to go for a first down. 3rd down and a long 2. Milam again will go far left. Kamadi comes to the near side. The backs this time split behind Jeb Odom. 3rd down call coming up from Jeff. Going to give it over the right side to Repsher. Repsher gets a couple. I'm not too sure if he's got the first down. It's going to be awfully close. No, official gives the 4th down signal, but it's going to be 4th and very short. And the Tornadoes faced with a difficult call here, whether to go for it on 4th down or possibly try a field goal. It'd be about a 30-yard field goal attempt. Flynn comes in, but I think he's just bringing the play in for 4th down. The Taylorville team on the sideline.
We don't need to get a 5-yard penalty right now.
On 4th down and about 1 yard. Odom looks over the defense, gives off on the left side, and Norris has got the first down. Joe Norris threw that hole so quickly, picks up the first down at about the 11-yard line.
I tell you, they run the option play to the left. They might have scored a touchdown because no one was on our fullback who was going out into the flat. He would have been open, but we need the first down. That's what we need right there.
I can't believe they're bringing the chains out.
Oh, no, that couldn't possibly be that close, should it?
I know Norris picked up more yardage than what was required for the first down, but they're going to measure it anyway. They'll stretch him out. Oh, no. Oh, I don't believe that.
Oh, my gosh. We might have had to get a terrible spot on that.
No way they held Joe Norris to less than the yard that was needed.
Terrible spot.
I can't believe that.
Okay, let's make them make a mistake now. Let's shake that one off. You can't get it undone. It's got to be.
That had to be a terrible spot, or the downs markers weren't marking the ball at all where it was supposed to be. Terrible spot. There's no way Joe Norris was stopped short of that first down. But nevertheless, it's first down and 10 now at the 11, going the other way for Sacred Heart Griffin. Taylorville showing blitz. They give us to the tailback. He tries the right side, and he's got some running room out across the 20-yard line to about the 21. About a 9-yard pickup for Sacred Heart Griffin. But, that's got to be disappointing to the offense, though, Don.
Well, it has to be. But like I say, things like that happen, Terry. And in a big game like this, you got to shake it off and keep going.
So it's second and very short now, facing Sacred Heart Griffin. Two receivers wind to the right. A man in the slot, I formation behind Scott Norris. Now in motion, coming to the near side. He's going to keep it himself and just carry it for the first down on the quarterback sneak. First and 10 now for Sacred Heart Griffin, as they're going to have the ball up just shy of the 25-yard line. 7:19 left to play in the first half. 6-6 is our score. Sacred Heart Griffin scoring just 54 seconds into the game. Following a Taylorville turnover, they struck on just one play. Taylorville's touchdown also came as a result of a turnover when an interception by Jeb Odom stopped the possible state record of Scott Norris for pass attempts without an interception. First and 10 now for Norris at about his 23-yard line. Pitch back to the tailback. He's got a hole over the left side. Cuts back inside and gets up to the 40-yard line and down before Troy Helton makes the tackle at about the 42-yard line. First and 10 again for Sacred Heart Griffin. Well, I just can't help but think about that spot a while ago. Instead of the Tornadoes having a first down and marching for a score, the ball went over to Sacred Heart Griffin, who's able to move it out now to the 42 with 6:50 in the clock running in the first half. On the first down play. Norris drops back, gives to the tailback. The tailback's backed up right at the 40-yard line. Putting his nose in there that time was Casey Reese. Troy Helton also in on the stop. A loss of about 1.5 yards. Second and long 11 now facing the Griffin Cyclones in a 6-6 ball game. Well, so far it's lived up to all its expectations. Two receivers come to the near side now. Man in the slot on the near side. Backs are offset. Norris pitches back. They're going to try to go wide to the far right side of the field, and dragging him down over there at about the original line of scrimmage.
Doug Kamati.
Doug Kamati. Yeah. Man's got good speed. He can move, and Doug did a good job of bringing him down with about a 2-yard gain. Maybe not that much, about a yard gain.
Yeah, where are they going to spot it? They're going to spot it up at about the 43, a pickup of about 3 on the play. But it's third and long now facing Griffin. This time they put a pin wide to the right, flanker to the near side, the back's in the eye. Back to pass, rolling to the near side. Wanting to pass out into the left flat. He's got a man here at the 45 of Taylorville. Still on his feet at the 40. Slips the tackle and gets down to about the 38-yard line. And that's Mike Pilger. And Griffin moving the ball down the field now. Gets it to the Taylorville 37 or 8-yard line. And we gave Pilger a little bit too much of a cushion that time, allowing him to pass it underneath the coverage, or catch the pass underneath the coverage. First and 10, Sacred Heart Griffin. 5:21 to play, first half. Norris drops back, looks for a quick pass over to the right flank, or the right flat, rather. Milam is over there on the coverage. They give him the reception, enough for a first down, to pick up of about 12 down to the 25-yard line.
Looked like to me he was bobbling the ball as he went out of bounds, but of course it's hard to tell from this angle over here.
So Griffin, after taking over at about their own 12-yard line, have moved it down to the Taylorville 25 where it's 1st and 10. Tornado defense needs to come up with a big play here. 2 receivers to the near side. They give to the tailback, and he's tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Donald Spears, Michael Flynn in on the stop. Looks like a little bit of a loss on the play. 2nd and just over 10 to go now for a first down from just outside the 25-yard line of Taylorville. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. It's still 6-6. Both teams missing their extra point attempts. Flanker to the near side, in split far to the right side. Scott Norris drops back. He wants to pass. He's under a rush. He's caught. And he's going to be thrown for a big loss. And that's Doug Kamadi, who had to be coming from the strong side safety.
Yeah, strong safety. Oh, for crying out loud. What's going on out there?
How do they spot it there?
Yep.
Terrible, terrible spot on that play.
They're saying his forward progress was stopped at about the 39-yard line. That's a loss of 14 on the play.
He was going back. He wasn't going forward. He never did go forward.
Kamadi blitzed and threw Norris for a big loss. You know, David, that's one of the things we talked about with Robert Burns before the game. Maybe Norris hasn't been under this kind of pressure before.
Oh, he's getting it tonight for sure.
Look for a screen or draw or something.
Man in motion going to the far side. They've got 2 receivers to the near side. Back to back. Look out, screen. Taylorville reads it nicely. Oh, almost picked off. It was knocked out of the receiver's hands, and I think it was Michael Flynn that almost came up with the interception. But it's 4th down and a bunch now from the 39, and Sacred Heart Griffin's going to have to punt. And Don, just after I said the defense has to come up with a big play, they certainly did it.
Yeah, they were ready for that screen play, up the middle screen's what they had called, and they had it well diagnosed. Too bad we couldn't intercept that one.
The punt's going to come from around midfield. Kamadi again.
Yeah, he did. Maybe got part of it. I don't know.
It goes off to the right side, and
great.
Taylorville gets good field position, and maybe Doug Kamadi got a piece of it. I couldn't tell.
He did. I think he got a little bit of the football that time. He's played a great ball game so far.
Either that or the punter was trying to hit the corner and just missed it badly, and it went out of bounds. They're going to mark it at about the 32-yard line. So Taylorville comes out of that with pretty good field position. Nets what, a 7-yard punt? Wasn't the line of scrimmage about the 39?
Yeah, that's right. And now with about 3:37 left in the first half, we've got a chance to put something together here.
1st and 10 from our 32-yard line now. Shea Walker near side, and we've got a flag. Dead ball situation.
Bet we're lined up offside. That hurts.
Tornadoes are going to back up. It is. Someone from Taylorville lined up offside, so puts it back to the 27 where it's going to be 1st and 15. 3:37 left to play in the first half. Taylorville 6, Sacred Heart Griffin 6. Sacred Heart Griffin is 7-0 on the season, 6-0 in the conference, and ranked number 1 in the Class 4A poll. Being pushed to the limit here in the first half. In motion goes Shea Walker from right to left. Odom calling the signals, takes the snap. He's going to give to the tailback. Norris trying to get outside. And gets wrapped up and taken down. It looks like little, if any, gain that time. Joe just couldn't quite get outside. The one tackler that came up to make the stop. Still 2nd down and 15 now for the Tornadoes. Call it the 27-yard line. A good crowd on hand here tonight as we look at the far side of the field. The permanent bleachers and the temporary bleachers are filled, and they're standing along the fence. On 2nd and 15. Odom takes the snap and drops back. He's under a rush. He gave it away, though, to Norris. Norris is back up to the 30. He fooled me.
Yeah, a little draw play. It didn't pick up a lot, but at least it takes some pressure off of our quarterback a little bit because he's been rushed very hard.
Norris picked up about 4 on the play, however. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. And you just don't want to make a mistake here, Don.
That's right. You got to be very careful down here. You give them a short field if you turn the ball over.
I want another 60-yard pass.
Well, we want a 1st down, but we don't want to take a big chance.
I'd take 12 yards right now.
I don't know. After that spot, you'd better ask for 15 to make sure we get it. On the 3rd down play. Man in the slot to the near side. Back to pass, rolling to the short side of the field, wanting to go deep, lofting it down the field and incomplete as he overshot everybody.
He missed Chad Milam that time, Terry. He was across, far enough down the field to get a 1st down, and he was just wide open, but he didn't see him.
Just didn't see him on that one.
He was trying to go deep for Shea Walker. It's going to be 4th down with 2:06 left to go in the half, and now Taylorville's going to turn it over, and they're going to have to put some heat on that Griffin offense to keep the score at 6 here, going into the locker room at halftime. The punt will come from Mike Flynn. Again, 1 man back deep, and they're going to put a big rush on Flynn. Pretty good punt. It's going to hit at about the 45, and it just kind of checks up right in there, and it's going to be down at about the 42-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for Griffin, still with 1:56 to go, and a couple of timeouts at their disposal.
Still plenty of time for them to score. It's, usually you're in your 2-minute drill, but if you watch your clock and you watch your play calling, it gives you plenty of time to go down the field and score.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, our IHSA Sports Report with Art Kimball. Give Dave and Don and I a chance to catch our breath here at the halftime and get ourselves ready for the 2nd half. Clock begins to move as they mark the ball ready for play. 1:50 to go in the half. On 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line for Sacred Heart. Dropping back, wanting to pass, looking to the left. Oh, and the defenders fell down. The defender slipped down and left Pilger open. He's going to go all the way. Chad Milam fell down and left Pilger wide open.
That was the whole play. Milam lost his balance, and Pilger's wide open, goes right down the sideline, Terry.
No one's more upset than Chad Milam. Just an unfortunate break as Milam fell down out about the hash mark.
I have a feeling they'll go for the 2-point conversion now. No, they've got their kicker on the field, but I still wouldn't be too sure that they're not going to do a fake kick here.
We've just been burned on 2 pass plays that neither one really should have happened the way they did. Here's the kick for the extra point. It's up, it's good. Sacred Heart Griffin goes up 13-6 with 1:35 to go till half. We'll be back with the Sacred Heart kickoff right after this.
Take care of your banking needs Monday through Friday. At First National Bank in Taylorville, we've expanded our banking hours just for you. Our lobby is open Fridays from 8:30 till 6 p.m., and we are open every Saturday from 8:30 until 9. If your financial institution isn't open when you need them, maybe you should consider switching. We have the best staff, best hours, and best variety of services in town. At First National Bank in Taylorville, we're working for you, and we'll be here when you need us. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here comes the Sacred Heart kickoff now, following that 57-yard touchdown pass. And it's going to be fielded back deep at about the 10-yard line by Milam. Looking for someplace to go at the 15, and there's a solid wall of white shirts. Milam almost got through that wall, however, gets back up to about the 19-yard line, and that's where Taylorville is going to have it with 1:29 to go. But, Don, as I said a little bit ago, we don't want to make a mistake. I'm not real enthused about this possession.
No, well, this is where you got to stay very basic right here, Terry. If you try to do something real fancy, a reverse or something like that, and lose the ball, have an interception, a fumble, that could be disastrous too. About 1:20 to go in the half. We don't need to make a mistake here.
Going to give it to Joe Norris, and Norris is wrapped up and taken down. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Sacred Heart Griffin possibly use a timeout if they hold on this next play. They've taken it now.
Right now.
Well, that's their second. They can't control the clock all the way. They've only got one more timeout coming, but Sacred Heart Griffin takes the timeout with 1:09 left to go in the first half. 13-6 Sacred Heart, back in 60 seconds.
Can even join themselves for only $7 a month. Join the Christian County YMCA by stopping at the office at 900 McAdams Drive in Taylorville. Your Christian County YMCA.
On second down, back to pass, and forced out of the pocket is Jeff Odom. Odom running for his life. There's a flag down behind the play, and Odom is going to be thrown for a loss. The clock's going to stop because of the penalty, and not a good spot for the Tornadoes to be as Odom is caught back around the 10, but there is a flag down, and that's a hold against Taylorville.
Oh, boy. Imagine they'll probably not take that one and just take the down, wouldn't you think?
I would think so, yeah. They're talking it over with Sacred Heart Griffin. Big loss on the play. The holding is declined. So from 2nd and 11, we've gone to a 3rd and
should start the clock right here. Well, are they going to start it?
3rd and almost 20. Mark the ball ready for play and start the clock on 3rd down. Now Taylorville needs to take as much of that clock as they can right now.
They can right now because they only have one more timeout. And so
Sacred Heart Griffin's going to call it right after this play and force Taylorville to punt from deep in their own territory on the 3rd down. Odom's going to be caught again, and I'm not sure what he was trying to set up. It almost looked like he was trying to set up a quarterback draw. He dropped back about 3 steps, then looked like he wanted to run, and now Sacred Heart Griffin calls the timeout, and boy, we've really dug ourselves into a hole here in the last minute and 39 seconds. Giving up really a cheap touchdown when the defender fell down and left the receiver wide open, and now being unable to move the ball offensively. And Taylorville is going to have to punt from inside their own end zone. It's going to give Sacred Heart Griffin another opportunity. And, of course, they're going to go right to the air with a strong passing attack, although Norris has 2 touchdown passes tonight. They both were really kind of flukes. 13-6 with 34 seconds left to go. The thing that Mike Flynn has to do now is be careful he doesn't step out of the end zone.
That's what I'm afraid he's going to do back there.
It's going to take a good snap. Going to have to hold out that rush because they've been rushing him pretty hard on the punts. It's a good snap. Here comes the kick. It's a good high kick. Taylorville's got pretty good coverage. It's fielded out at about the 30, down, and it's covered by whom?
Looks like Griffin's got the
Sacred Heart Griffin did get back on it, but they're going to have a couple of shots here. It says 26 seconds, and of course, if you can use the clock with that passing game, they're lined up ready to go already with no timeouts left. We certainly can't make another mistake here prior to half with 26 seconds.
Got to get the clock going first. Right now, they're not going to start the clock for us.
What are
they doing?
Well, they haven't marked it ready for play yet.
Well, for crying out loud.
Yeah, look at it. They're calling signals before he ever gives a signal to start the clock. Back to pass. Under a rush. Out of the pocket, wanting to throw deep down the right side. He's got a man back there. It's overthrown. The coverage was there. Is that Odom on the coverage?
Right, it is. Jib again.
Real good coverage.
Flag down. Late hit against the Tornadoes, roughing the passer.
Oh, that's a terrible call.
And that's going to give them 15 and another shot.
Oh, what can you do? What can you do?
Well, I didn't see what happened because I watched the flight of the ball. But somebody hit Norris after he released it, and the official called it. 15-yard penalty against the Tornadoes is going to give Griffin a shot with 15 seconds left.
Goodness, how much? Well, they're just putting them practically down at the goal line, aren't they?
That's all the way down to the 16.
That's terrible.
Well, where did they mark that from?
Heavens knows, I can't believe that was a 15-yard penalty.
Well, they don't have the chain crew moved yet. Now the official stopping play. That's got to be too far.
That's way down the field, way too far.
That 15-yarder was not at the 31-yard line, was it? Well, Taylorville called a quick timeout.
Where did it start?
Was it at the 31? The original line of scrimmage?
Maybe we're wrong then, boy. Terrible, terrible situation for Taylorville. So important that they stop this.
Yeah, we can't afford to give up any points here in these last few seconds. Flank to the right side. He would be the primary target, I would think. Here comes the call now from Scott Norris. He drops back. Looks to the left. Wants to pass. Picked off in the end zone. A saving pass by Jeff Odom. The second interception And that ends the threat of Sacred Heart Griffin, and Taylorville won't even have to put the ball in play. I think they'll start the clock when they mark it ready for play.
I'm not sure when it's in the end zone, but...
well, even if they don't, we'd better drop to a knee.
You take a knee on this one. You don't mess around with it.
2 interceptions by Jeb Odom here in the first half. Stops that threat by Sacred Heart Griffin. Taylorville will have to make 1 snap and drop to the knee.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We got a man deep. Just going to take a knee.
We've got 3 men behind Jeb Odom to protect against anything happening strange here. Neither team can stop it with a timeout. That's going to bring us to the end of the first half of play. And the Taylorville Tornadoes, hanging tough here in the first half, trail Sacred Heart Griffin by a score of 13-6. As I said a few moments ago, we're going to send you
ball game to get points, and if we happen to score, we'll only be 3 yards away from...
Griffin is already out their receiving team on the field, even though the clock says there's still 1:40 to go. Prior to the start of the second half, the Tornadoes are still doing their limbering up exercises down here to our right, and Griffin's just kind of standing around waiting for the second half to get underway. The officials are back out, ready to get things going. 13-6, Sacred Heart Griffin.
Hill in Palmyra, Illinois. I would like to invite you to stop by for the deal of a lifetime on our remaining 1994 pickups and cars. Deals have never been better. Stop by and see us at Smoky Jennings Chevrolet Geo and
Stock's injured. He's got his pads off. The Taylorville Tornadoes will kick it away to Griffin Cyclones to get this second half underway. Sacred Heart Griffin leading Taylorville 13-6. The Tornadoes will move from our right to left as we call the action for you here in the third quarter. Very little of any breeze. The flag hanging very limply in the south end zone here at Taylorville High School football field as Mike Flynn has it teed up and ready to go. And the second half is ready to get underway as Flynn approaches the ball. Here's the kick. It's a good kick down the far side. It's going to be handled at the 20. Return to the middle of the field at the 25. He's met hard there and down. And the Taylorville player also is down, and I'm watching to see who that is.
I believe he's the boy that laid the lick, and he got the worst of it, I think.
I'm not too sure. It may be Brian Gibbs on the kickoff team. Let's see. He's still down on the field. And I believe they're going to call for Bill Tucker, the trainer, to come out and check him.
That's
pretty good hit.
Yeah, that's probably the most dangerous play in football is the kickoff. And kickoff returns, of course, out of that. So I think he's the one that made the hit.
Well, I believe you're right.
And he gave it his all, and I think that's what you're going to see out of Taylorville the second half. Regardless how this ball game ends up, I think we can all be proud of our football team tonight.
Don't think there's any doubt about that. We have an injured player on the field as we start the second half of play. We'll take a timeout and be back right after these messages. We'll get this second half underway. It's going to be Griffin ball, 1st and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 28-yard line. Following the kick return, that's where Griffin will start the first offensive possession of the second half. Griffin trying to remain undefeated and hold on to that number 1 ranking in the Class 4A poll, but Taylorville doing their best to try to upset those plans. Here we go now as 2 receivers come wide to their side for Scott Norris. And apparently the officials are going to stop play again for some reason. I don't know why.
They got trouble with the chain, Terry, for the...
Oh. I mean, after all this,
after all
the chain ready?
Weird, isn't it?
I don't understand that. Maybe that's what happened a while ago. We had a short chain has not in it or something. I guess it'd been a long chain, wouldn't it?
I would think, but golly.
Second half underway. And there we go. Now it's set ready for play on the first down and the clock moving at 11:50. The play here in the third quarter. Scott Norris calls the signals, drops back, gives it the tailback. He slips a tackle and then gets caught up at about the 34-yard line, but he picks up about 6. He got out of the grasp of Donald Spears first, picks up about 6, looking at a 2nd and 4 now from just shy of the 35-yard line. It'll be a great time for the Tornado defense to come up with a big play. They've done it several times so far tonight. A couple of interceptions, a big quarterback sack. Maybe they can make something happen here. On 2nd and 4 from just short of their own 35-yard line now for Sacred Heart Griffin. Norris gives to the tailback again. He's got a hole over the left side. He's got the first down across the 40 out to about the 43-yard line. In fact, Jeb Odom had to go over to help make the stop. So Griffin quickly picks up the initial first down of the second half. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Scott Norris at quarterback. Puts 2 receivers wide to the near side. High formation behind him. Long snap count. Now Norris takes it, drops back, gives it off to the tailback. He's got a big hole. Up the middle and into Taylorville territory, down inside the 45 at about the 44-yard line, a pickup of about 14 on the play. That tailback is so far off the line of scrimmage that by the time Norris goes back to hand it to him, it gives the line a chance to create holes, and that it did. All the way down to the Taylorville 45-yard line, they're going to mark it. 1st and 10 for Sacred Heart Griffin. Hilger comes wide to the near side with the man in the slot. On the first down call, Norris with the call, gives it to the tailback again. Again, he's got running room over the left side of the line, and he gets down near the Taylorville 40, a pickup of about 5 on the play. Sacred Heart in a little bit change of game plan, Don, going exclusively with the run right here.
Well, I think that being the #1 team, you would expect that they can run the football, and they really didn't do that in the first half. And I think they're going out there with basically the ideal that they're going to take the ball and just stick it to us and use their running attack. We'll have to see. Here it comes.
2nd and 5 from the Taylorville 40. Norris drops back, gives to the tailback again, and the tailback battles forward. Looks like a first down. That's the Taylorville 35, depending on the spot. Yeah, they mark him just shy. It's going to be 3rd and less than a yard. Nose of the ball just short of the Taylorville 35-yard line. And the way they're hammering right now, a yard is nothing for this Sacred Heart Griffin team to pick up. Hilger comes to the near side. Grubb is split wide to the left side. Going to give it to the fullback. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, but I think they're going to give him forward progress to the 35, which should be enough for the first down.
Very good hit with the middle of our defensive line that time. They really stacked him up.
They haven't gone to the fullback too many times. Well, they gave him the first down without a measurement that time, much to the chagrin of the Tornado fans. 1st and 10, Sacred Heart Griffin from the Taylorville 35-yard line. 8:45 to play in the third quarter. 13-6, Griffin with the lead. 2 receivers to the near side now. Grubb is the man in the slot with Hilger split to the near side. Pitch back to the tailback, trying to get wide to the near side of the field. Turns it upfield, and he's going to be hit and down after a pickup of a couple on the play. I believe Troy Helton was one of the men on the stop for the Tornadoes. Pickup of about 2.5 yards, 2nd down and almost 8. Sacred Heart Griffin chewing up the ground and the clock with this drive. We're down to 8:05. Controlled the ball already for 4 minutes of the half. Looking at 2nd and 8. 2 receivers to the near side. Norris fakes the handoff to the fullback, runs the option, keeps it himself, turns it upfield. He's got the first down, cutting back against traffic, and he's going to be down inside the 25 at about the 23.
Got a penalty on the play, Terry.
Yeah, that could be holding or a clip where the flag was thrown. It's a clip.
Good. That's a good break for Taylorville.
Yeah, we needed that, something to try to stop this Griffin drive. They had another first down as Norris kept it himself. Was going wide left, then cut back against the flow, and sometimes that can break for big yardage.
Well, what they're doing, Terry, is that they're setting two wideouts on our left, on our right, and on their right, and they feel like if they can, we have to put all of our defensive people over there. If they can break through the line of scrimmage over to the other side, they'll probably go for a touchdown. I think that's what they're trying to do on this type of running attack. Take our coverage over to one side of the field and run back to the other side.
It's a repeat now of second down, but it's 2nd and 20. Back out at the Taylorville 45-yard line. Now you're looking at possible passing down, back to pass, looking down the left side. He's
Another
looking to
intercept.
go, and it's picked off again. Is it Odom again? Let me see.
Can't see his number.
Norris, I think, got it, didn't it?
It is. It's Joe Norris, the 3rd pass interception of the night against Scott Norris. And the Taylorville Tornadoes come through again with the big defensive play.
We forced them into 4 turnovers tonight, Terry, and 3 interceptions. We've canceled his streak with real authority.
And now the Tornadoes need to get their offense on track at the 16-yard line, where it's 1st down and 10 now for the Tornadoes. Jeb Odom to call the signals. Man in the slot to the far side is Shea Walker. Give to Norris, the tailback. Norris, he might have a yard, maybe 2. Looks like they're going to take it up to about the 18-yard line. Pick up of a couple on the play. 2nd down and 8.
This, I think, where we have to use our short passing attack going underneath their coverage, because they're pretty well stopping us on the runs. We're just not getting much anything.
Griffin used up about 5 minutes of the game clock and came away empty. Now it's Taylorville's turn to see what they can do with it. 2nd and 8 from their own 18-yard line. Again, Walker is in the slot to the far side. Back split behind Odom. Odom's going to give it to Repsher.
Just nothing there.
Tried to get out of the grasp of tackler and nothing there.
I think we're trying to run a draw play that time, it looked like. I'm not sure. Big 3rd down play.
3rd and about 7 facing the Tornadoes with 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Taylorville needs to pick up a 1st down just to get out and get themselves a little bit of breathing room. Milam comes to the near side. Odom looking over the defense, makes the call. Drops straight back. In the flat, he's got a man there, but he doesn't see him. He looks over the middle.
Got knocked down. 37 knocked him down.
And what have we got? Have we got a call here? It's a reception.
It's a reception.
A reception by Flynn up at the 35-yard line.
That's the immaculate reception that time.
Over the middle, Jeb Odom. Back at about his own 19-yard line. A pickup of some 16 yards out to the 35. 1st and 10. 5.5 minutes to go now in the 3rd quarter. Still 13-6. That's where we were at halftime. Shea Walker wide right. Milam is split to the near side. On 1st down. Odom's going to drop straight back. Looks over the middle. He's got Casey Reese. Reese up near the 45 is going to be stopped about a half a yard short of the 1st down. 2nd and very short. Facing the Tornadoes now at their 45-yard line.
Terry, this is just going just like passing camp, you know? Just keep this up. I mean, these guys are open across the middle, aren't they, Don?
Yes, they are. We've got to throw the pass. I'd love to see us run it a lot, but I think the pass right now, especially the short pass, is going to go for us.
2nd and very short for Jeb Odom. Takes a long time on the count. Looks to pass over the middle again, and this time it's broken up.
Almost had that intercepted that time.
Down to around the 40, nearly picking it off for Sacred Heart Griffin.
Now we need to get that 1st down. This is another very big play.
Well, that was 2nd and very short. That's one that you can gamble a little bit with and come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st. We only need about a foot.
Well, we hope we only need a foot.
Well, we got a good view of it this time. It's right in the middle of the field, right in front of us.
On 3rd down. quick count, and I'm not sure what they're going to give us on progress. Looks like he might be giving us progress to the yard stripe, and that's all we got to get to. It is a first down. Odom went on the quick count and gave it to Repture, and that's all we got was just enough.
That was close.
Yes, it was. I think we were going to get that call this time. I don't think they're even going to measure it.
4.5 minutes now to play in the third quarter. 13-6, Griffin leads, but Taylorville with the drive underway at their 45, first down and 10. Odom fakes twice, rolls left. He's got a man open. He wants to throw to Flynn, but he undershoots him, and it's nearly picked off by Norris, the quarterback for Sacred Heart Griffin.
I think maybe that would have been a time to run with the ball. We talked about that last week. I'm not sure, but it looked like he might have been able to run, maybe a 5-yard gain there.
Yeah, Scott Norris very nearly picked off Jeb Odom that time. Odom's got Norris twice. Second down now and 10 from our own 45-yard line. The incompletion stopping the clock at 4:09 to play in the third quarter. Milam far to the right. Shea Walker in the slot to the right side. Back split as Odom makes the call. Gives it straight ahead for a pickup of about 4 to Matt Repture. And now Taylorville looking at a 3rd and 6 from their 49-yard line. Flynn back in, bringing the play in from the sideline. So far, these 2 drives, one by each team, have used up a lot of that clock, over 8 minutes of this third quarter. Walker flank near side, Milam split to the far side of the field. Odom drops straight back. Looks to his right. He's got a receiver, but he gives up ground. Then he gave up. He's still on his feet, but he's going to be driven down. He had a pickup of about 4.5 yards.
That's where we
came back.
Yeah, I guess he did come back on his own there.
Yeah, he did.
Wrong thing to do. I think what he saw, he didn't have the first down where he caught it at. So I thought he really was just going to try to get that first down. Instead of doing that, he lost maybe 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, we would have been looking at 4th and about 2. Well, Taylorville doesn't have all their guys out on the field for this punt. We certainly can't afford to be shorthanded there.
No reason in that happening.
No, we've got a whistle and a flag. Who's this going to be on?
It'll be on Taylorville for too much time, I believe.
I'm not sure where the flag was thrown, if that's it or not. Let's see. Illegal procedure, Taylorville. That's going to cost us 5. So now the punt will come from 5 yards further back. Takes it back to a 4th and 10 at our 45-yard line. The punt coming from Michael Flynn with 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. The snap's a low one, fielded nicely.
Nice punt.
Kicked away. It's fielded back inside the 20 at the 19, trying to get to the near sideline and run out of bounds by Tad McCullough at about the 25, 26-yard line. The Sacred Heart Griffin will take over for their second offensive opportunity of this third quarter with just 2.5 minutes left to play in the quarter. 13-6 our score. Sacred Heart Griffin leading by a touchdown and a conversion.
Again, they're pulling over to 2 receivers on the same side, wide.
Yeah, both go wide to the left. High formation, they're going to give to the tailback. He's got some running room. He's across the 30. Battles his way up to the 35, and he's going to be just shy of a first down, but a pickup of about 9 on the play.
We put 3 defensive men with their 2 offensive men out wide, and it's really hard for those 3 men to get back into the running attack. So it's working pretty well from Griffin.
Second and very short. Facing Sacred Heart Griffin at their own 35-yard line, and Norris just keeps it himself. follows the center straight ahead, and he picks up good yardage on a quarterback sneak and has the first down. They're going to mark him clear out to about the 39-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10. And now we got an official's timeout to tie a shoe, it looks like. Stopping the clock at 1:47 left to play in the third quarter. Need to tie his shoe. Now we're marked ready for play once again. The clock moving with a minute 40 to go in the third quarter. Norris is going to put 2 receivers to the short side of the field, the near side. Swings the tight end over to the left side. Pitch back to the tailback, trying to get wide to the left side. He cuts back in and drops about a yard pickup up to the 40-yard line, and that's all. Second down, 9. Important second down here to force Sacred Heart Griffin into that 3rd and long situation. Line of scrimmage, their own 40-yard line. 1 minute left to play in the third quarter. High formation behind Norris. He has a flanker to the near side, in split to the left. Watch the draw. There's a big hole, but he's going to be stopped short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3 as he gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
We got a break on that spot, I'll tell you. The Griffin fans, you can hear them over here.
Well, turnabout's fair play.
Call it the 46, where it's 3rd down and 3. Facing Sacred Heart Griffin. Oh, Taylorville jumped off. Well, it doesn't make any difference. There's the first down as Taylorville went on the sound of the quarterback's voice and didn't wait for the movement of the ball.
Man, right next to the center. No reason to do that.
That's just a gift of a first down.
In fact, they did that on purpose.
I think so.
Long count number.
With 14 seconds to go in the third quarter, Taylorville has just made another crucial mistake. We were looking at a 3rd down and a long 3 and a chance to hold Sacred Heart and force them into a punt. Instead, they get the first down in Taylorville territory, and that's going to be the last play of the third quarter as we go into quarter number 4. It's Sacred Heart Griffin 13, Taylorville 6, back in 60 seconds. Field position, 1st down and 10 with the ball just across the midfield stripe in Taylorville territory. Once again, Tornado fans calling on their defense to come up with the play.
Number 861196.
1st and 10, Griffin inside Taylorville territory. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Scott Norris, the quarterback for Sacred Heart Griffin. Takes the snap, gives to the tailback. Slips through Troy Helton's hands, which not too many people do that. And running back picks up about 8 on the play. Phil Lambert running out of that tailback spot, racking up the yardage here tonight. 2nd down and 2. Call it the Taylorville 42-yard line. Again, the 2 receivers are set to the near side of the field. And again, Lambert gets the call. He was hit in the backfield, slipped the tackle. Taylorville's got it. Taylorville's got it at the 35. Lambert was hit, shook off a tackle, came out, got hit again. I believe it was Helton that forced the fumble, and Taylorville comes up with the ball. And just as I said 2 plays ago, the defense was being called upon. They come up with the play.
Well, this is it. This is the 5th turnover in this game for Griffin. We're getting the chances. We just got to capitalize on this one, Don.
Well, Robert Burns said it when we were talking with him in that extended pregame. Our offense has got to rise to the occasion.
Roberts with the ball. And Roberts back with the ball.
Number 24. Is that Roberts?
Lambert.
40.
24.
1st down and 10 now for the Tornadoes from their own 35-yard line. Couple fakes in the backfield, and Odom looking to pass is forced out of the pocket and dragged down right on the line of scrimmage.
Hey, they won't call anything on Griffin, will they?
Tackler carried over into the Taylorville sideline. No gain on the play. Well, they're going to show about a yard loss. back at about the 34-yard line. Looks like Jeb had the time, but the coverage must have been there for Sacred Heart Griffin that time. Second down and 11 facing the Tornadoes. 10:50 left to play in the ball game. Milam is to the far side of the field. Shea Walker to the near side. Looking to pass out into the flat. It's complete. Norris has got it, and Norris picks up about 6 or 7, gets across the 40 to about the 41. A 7-yard pickup, but it's going to leave us looking at a third and about 5. We continue to have success with the short passes, Don.
Yes, we do, and before it's over with, we'll probably go long, but right now, we need about 6 yards for a big first down. If you got a trick play, this might be the time to do it.
Third down and a long 5 facing the Tornadoes. Milam's this side, Walker to the far side. Again, 2 fakes in the backfield. He's got Milam deep. He looks underneath and he's got him in. That's a first down at the 50.
They won't throw a penalty at all.
Well, that was our man that made
Yeah,
that
we're lucky we didn't get a penalty.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw a bunch of Griffin players in their bench area, and I thought,
they were put there, I think, by Matt Repsher. The completion was to Mike Flynn up to the 50 and a first down for the Tornadoes. Yeah, we could have gotten the flag there pretty easily. First and 10, Tornadoes from the 50. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. This could come down to
14 to 13.
Going for a 2-point conversion.
14 to 13. Ask Robert Burns when you get a break what he thinks of that score.
Rolling left is Odom. He's got a man deep down the middle, but he can't get it away. Now he does. He's got a man here, but Walker quit his pattern.
Yeah, he didn't continue with these patterns, to work back towards your quarterback. But at least he unloaded him because he was going to take a loss.
Shea Walker would have been wide open. Jeb Odom found him, but Shea, for some reason, quit running the pattern. Apparently, he thought Jeb was caught, and the pass was overthrown. Second and 10 from the 50. That could have been a game breaker right there. On second down. Milam flanked to the near side with Walker in the slot. Back to pass again. Looking over the middle, underneath.
Oh, intercepted.
Was that deflected off of Repsher's hand?
Yeah, it went off of our receiver's hand. Big play, big play.
Or was that Walker that was trying to get it to? Deflected pass picked off at the Taylorville 48 or 49-yard line, and what a turnaround. First and 10, Sacred Heart Griffin with 9:40 left to go in the ball game. And they've got it right at the Taylorville 48.5-yard line. And Sacred Heart Griffin needs to call a timeout. With 9:30 left to go in the ball game, 13-6 Griffin leads. We'll be back right after this. First down and 10 for Sacred Heart Griffin in Taylorville territory. Dropping back, looking to pass out to the left side. He's got a receiver out here. It's complete. And Doug Kamadi has to make an open field tackle at the 35, 34-yard line as they complete the pass to Mike McGee. Kamadi doing a good job keeping McGee from going any further.
Very good job. Very good job. If he hadn't made the tackle, I probably scored on the play.
They mark it at the Taylorville 34 where it's first down and 10 for Sacred Heart Griffin. Norris puts 2 receivers wide to the right side. Here comes Lambert out of the backfield. He's got a big hole over the right side, and he's going to have enough for what looks to be another first down for Sacred Heart Griffin near the 24-yard line at Taylorville.
It seems like they're sort of wearing our defense down at this time. They've been running the ball all the third quarter against us, and right now, where our defense has been on the field a long time in the second half.
Well, they've had a lot of success with giving the ball to the tailback deep and waiting for the hole to open.
And especially since they've got a short field here, they don't have that long of a drive to go. So we got to really try to tighten up and stop this running attack.
First and 10 from the Taylorville 24 for Sacred Heart Griffin with 8:35 to go in the ball game. faking the handoff and getting caught for a loss. The first man back there, I believe, was Casey Reese. Donald Spears in on the play.
Well, I tell you, I don't know, Terry, but if I was a Griffin coach and as much success as they had running the football against us, in this third and beginning of the fourth quarter, why do you want to run a play like that? Please
well, I
tell
think
me.
he was going to run it, but it was going to be a rollout to the left, and
maybe a pass or
I think
run
Norris
off of it.
slipped a little bit, and he got thrown for a big loss back out to the 30-yard line where it's 2nd and 16. Now he's looking at possible passing down.
Draw.
And they run the draw, and it's read perfectly. And it's Doug Kamadi making the tackle on the draw, and a loss again. A loss of about 3 on the draw play. Back out to the 33-yard line.
Well, we're good. Just hold them here. We don't want anything to happen here.
3rd and 19 with under 7.5 minutes to go in the game now for Sacred Heart Griffin. And the fans on their feet here, trying to urge on their defense. Back to pass goes Norris. He's under a rush. He looks down the middle. He's got a receiver. Kamadi makes the tackle around the 16-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down, though, and they got enough, Don, that they will go for it here on 4th
I'm sure they'll go for it. This is a big play. This may be the game right here.
Well, looks like they might be sitting in a field goal team. They're bringing in a lot of extra players.
That's true. I would look for a fake. I sure would look for a fake.
Well, they brought a lot of new players in, and that's what they're going to try. They're going to spot it at about the 24-yard line. The kicker is Ryan Wells.
No penalties.
The snap, the placement, the kick, I don't think he's got it.
No, short.
Short. So the Tornado defense holds on as the kick is short. I was really surprised, Don, after pit football, we won't have many more chances.
No, we won't have too many more chances.
First down and 10, Taylorville from their own 20-yard line with 6:31 showing on the clock, trailing Griffin 13-6. Odom's going to fake it to the tailback and gets caught and thrown for a loss. Back inside the 15 at about the 14-yard line.
Yeah.
A 6-yard
I tell you, on the type of plays we have this 3-step drop and throw because the faking's not going to do any good. They know we have to pass the football, so that's a big play right there.
Yeah, now we're looking at 2nd and 16.
Oh, that's not a very good first down play.
Clock moving with 6 minutes to go in the game. Now you're looking at having to pick up at least half of that yardage on this play just to set up a 3rd and long. Walker is in the slot to the near side, inside of Milam. Back to pass. Looking down the middle, he's got a man there. He's complete. He's got the first down. Put out to the 35-yard line to Casey Reese.
He might have been a 4-step drop, but he just went back, found his receiver, and that was a good play.
21-yard pickup.
This is where you don't want to score too fast, Terry.
No.
I don't know, but let's get the score anytime we can. That's right. We've had people say we'll get the score anytime we can. That's right. We need to get on the board right now, don't we?
5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Taylorville 1st and 10 at their 35. Odom going to give it over the right side to Matt Repsher. Not much there.
I'm surprised we don't use our shotgun formation a little bit. We haven't used that at all tonight.
No, I don't believe we've gone to it a single play. 2nd down and still 10 from the 35.
Guys, you got to visualize, and I visualize 14 to 13.
Well, that's that possibility inside 5 minutes now.
Milam wide to the left. Walker flank to the near side. Odom fakes the handoff and then follows the man through the hole, and he breaks it up to the 45, 48, into Griffin territory at the Griffin 49-yard line. Odom on a big run, picks up 14, maybe 15 yards, and gets the ball in Griffin territory just across midfield. First down and 10, Taylorville. Could this come down to a possible two-point conversion for the Tornadoes?
Or will we kick it to go into overtime?
You play for tie on the road and win at home.
That's right.
First and 10, Taylorville. Odom takes the snap and drops back. He looks down and he's got a man there. Flynn! Flynn has got it. Flynn at the 20-yard line. Flynn is down to about the 16-yard line. First and 10, Taylorville. Flynn was wide open down the middle, and Odom doing a great job getting the ball to him. They actually spotted it about the 17-yard line. First and 10.
That's Jeb's 11th completion, Terry. 185 yards. What a play! Now we're knocking on the door, Don.
Yeah, we're knocking on the door. Inside 4 minutes now.
At the 17-yard line, the Tornadoes are looking at a first and 10 in Griffin territory. Walker in the slot, now goes in motion from right to left. Odom going to give it to Norris, trying to get outside to the left. He's back down and thrown for a loss back across the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Yep, I think it's pretty obvious that we're having our best success throwing the ball.
Yes, we are. It just doesn't seem like we can make an inch through there.
A loss of a good 3 on the play at least, back across the 20 to almost about the 21-yard line. Second and a long 13, 3:15 and the clock counting down. Odom on the second down call. Drops back and rolls right. He looks down the middle. He throws. He's got a man there. I believe it's Milam inside the 10. Down to about the 8-yard line. This is going to be awfully close. Chad Milam with the reception. What are we looking at now? Third and about a yard and a half. The line of scrimmage, the Griffin 8-yard line. 2.5 minutes left to go in the game. Odom keeps it himself, surges ahead, breaks inside the 5. And where did he get to?
Way down there.
He's got the first down inside the 5. They've got him clear down about the 1, I believe. Odom takes it all the way down to about the 1-yard line. Run, clock, run.
Run, clock, run.
Oh, is this going to bring up a big decision from the coaching staff if we get it in here, Don?
Either way they go, we played a great
14 to 13, guys. This is it.
Here we go. First and goal. They say it's on the 2. Odom will call the signals.
He's going in.
Going to take it himself, go straight ahead. Stop short, but he made progress. Going to take it down to about the 1. That's a good, safe call. Let the clock continue to run. You think Scott's already thinking about that extra point call?
Let's get it in the end zone right now. Is this second down or third down?
Second down. Second and goal from the 1. Let's see if Odom just keeps it himself again. Griffin really is stacked in tight to try and stop the quarterback sneak. Going to give it to Repture. Repture, did he get in? No, he stopped again.
Is this third down coming up?
Third down now and goal.
The only good thing about this, Terry, is I don't know how close we are to that goal line. Didn't look like they moved any that time. He looked like he made some yardage again.
Well, we don't need much. From here, it looks like 1.5 is about all he needs.
Oh, we need to get it in there. What, would you go with a short pass, maybe? I don't know.
No, I'd go with my quarterback again. I'd go with Odom. Fans on their feet on third and goal. Jeb Odom, the quarterback, calls the signals. They're going to try Norris. He's in! Norris in for the score with 37 seconds left. Now, what do we do? It's 13 to 12. Timeout. Taylorville calls timeout with 37 seconds left. We'll be back for the Taylorville extra point right after this. ball going to come down to a 2-point extra point attempt by the Tornadoes. The call has been made by the coaching staff. Jeb Odom has Milam to the right. We're going for the 2 with a score of 13-12 Griffin. Could be the upset of the year coming right here. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. No! Intercepted! It's intercepted! They've blown the whistle. Incomplete, they say it now. Incomplete. The play is over. And it's 13-12 Sacred Heart Griffin.
You can't knock it. That was the thing to do. What can you say, Terry? This has been a great, great football game. It's a shame we can't come away with a win, but hey, we stepped up. We stepped up.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. And, Don, when you think back about a couple crucial plays, one being an official's call, this could have been our ball game very easily.
Yeah, and we know now we'll try the onside kick to get a last field goal attempt or something down there if we can get it back. But this has really been a great football game. It's just a shame we didn't get the win. But if you'd have gone and kicked the extra point, Griffin has such a great running attack. I would say it would favor them in an overtime.
Oh, I do too.
So we don't second guess that coach at all.
No.
And we don't second guess that team. We give everything we can possibly give.
If you're the favorite, maybe you want to take it into overtime, but not when you're the underdog.
That's right. That's right. Now, I tell you, really, Griffin sure punished us tonight, didn't he?
I'll tell you, they are one very fortunate ball team tonight for the way they scored their 2 touchdowns and the way that we had the drive stopped. The Tornadoes lining up for the onside kick, 37 seconds left. And is it going to go 10? We got it! Taylorville got it! We got the ball in Griffin territory. First down and 10, Taylorville.
Now, if we can get it down the field for a field goal. I think we have 2 timeouts, don't we?
We still have 2 timeouts.
Hey,
What a
look,
great
there's
kick.
a flag on the play.
What can it be? We got across the 50. The ball was across the 50. There's no doubt. We did not touch the ball until it crossed the 50-yard line.
Got across. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. We got across the line and waited for it to get there.
Away from us. All right. Okay.
It's Taylorville ball at the Sacred Heart Griffin 49-yard line. Taylorville's got 2 timeouts. They've got 35 seconds. There's an illegal procedure called against Sacred Heart Griffin for some reason. I don't know what that is, but here we got, is that Sacred Heart Griffin's coach clear out there?
Yeah, he's on the field.
That would be a penalty right there.
Get him off the field.
Well, the officials are acting like they're cheating.
Throw the flag, official.
The coach is clear out past the hash mark and now goes all the way off the field. And the Taylorville fans certainly were wanting a call against the coach, but nothing came of it. He's still on the field, and I think Griffin may be calling a timeout now. Oh, they're charging it to Taylorville?
Oh, I don't know why we needed that. Why'd they charge it to Taylorville?
Well, Coach Albertson is out in the huddle. We may have called it first, but boy, I don't know why they let the coaching staff of Sacred Heart Griffin get clear out up to the hash mark while they were discussing that play. Right now, they can still the flag. They can still He could still get a penalty even during the dead ball.
Did you hear what he said? There's no pressure on Griffin to win this game.
Yeah.
He's no pressure at all.
All the pressure was on Taylorville, wasn't it?
Yeah, all the pressure's on Taylor.
Well, let's set the stage. We've got 35 seconds and 2 timeouts. We've got to get the ball down
field goal range
to about the 20-yard line for a chance at a field goal. He's kicked one from 39. If you get it to the 20, 7 yards back and 10 yards at the end zone, that's 37. So you got to get it past the 25-yard line, Don, to really get much hope. There's no wind, so I would say a 40-yarder at the most would be the limit for Mike. The ball is just across the midfield stripe in Sacred Heart Griffin territory. First down and 10 Tornadoes. We go with 1 setback. That's Repture. Everyone else is going to be out in the pattern. Back to pass. He's got the time. He steps up. Wants to throw. He can't, and finally is tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Call timeout.
Timeout.
Taylorville takes a timeout right here with 26 seconds left. Apparently there was I couldn't look downfield. Was the coverage there?
I didn't look down, I was watching here. And,
So was I.
this has been better if he could have thrown that away. You know, again, we talked about this earlier. He's a junior.
And Michael's also kicked him over 50 yards in practice area. So, you know, anything can happen. Let's get a first down here.
Second down and 10, but that doesn't really make much difference what the down and yardage is here. Again, Table's going to put everybody out in the pass pattern except Repture, and Repture floats out there, stepping up to throw down to the near side. It looks complete down to around the 35. That's a first down. Now get up over the ball, guys, and get ready. They're lining up over the ball now with 20 seconds left. The clock stops to move the chains. They'll mark it ready for play and start the clock again in a moment. Jeb Odom is making the call. The official now starts the clock moving.
Let's go, Jeb.
You got to go on a quick count now, Jeb. He wants to throw a quick pattern.
Hey!
He's holding him.
It was behind everybody. Milam.
Okay, that stopped the clock with 14 seconds to go. We still have one timeout remaining, and we got to get about, we're on the what?
We need about 15 yards.
About 15 yards and then go for the field goal.
We need at least 15 to give Mike a real opportunity at this one. 14 seconds left. You've got to save that one timeout you've got to set up the field goal.
You got to save that one.
But we need about a 15-yard pattern. Again, the lone setback is going to be Rapture. Norris in the slot to the near side. Back to pass goes Odom. He's under a rush. He's going to get rid of it.
He did the smart thing. He got rid of it.
Well, I don't know how he got rid of it. He was almost on his knees when he passed it. There's 10 seconds left. Now the down situation is going to be third down here.
Yeah. Well, about two plays more, and that's going to be about it anyway.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get her in there, Coach.
Mike Flynn is coming in with the play.
Come on, let's go.
10 seconds showing on the clock. If we complete it over the middle, you've got to call an immediate timeout.
Yeah.
Here we go on third down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Odom with the long count. Drops back. He wants to throw. He looks left. He's throwing it to the sideline of Milam. Milam! He's out of bounds! He's out of bounds! 1 second! Did he get out of bounds?
Yes,
Milam is out of bounds, and here comes an opportunity to kick the game-winning field goal. What a finish it could be. What a finish this could be if Taylorville call a timeout, guys. Let's get set.
Timeout. Call timeout, Coach.
Surely we've got the timeout call.
Timeout. Oh.
They're stopping the clock. Griffin is going to take the timeout.
Oh, here we go.
Holy cow. Well, there's no way we're going to leave here with 1 second showing on the clock. I wasn't sure Milam was going to get out of bounds. The Griffin fans, I think, are even more stunned on the far side. I don't think there's been one person leave this field tonight. It all comes down to this, fellas. A 22-yard field goal attempt from the left hash mark by Mike Flynn. All we can do is sit here and hope for a snap, a good hold, and a good kick. There's the snap, the placement, the kick is open for Taylorville win! The fans are bombing the field. 15-13, Taylorville upset Sacred Heart Griffin. What a big win! What a game! Look at the fans!
Oh, man.
Look at the fans! They can't believe it! They can't believe it! There goes number 1, baby! You can't believe what's going on here at the Taylorville High School field.
Co-champions.
It's unbelievable.
What's this?
Hold on. What? Yeah. The scoreboard's going to stay on all week, so Ichabod saying there's a mob out on the field. Taylorville wins it 15-13, and who could have predicted this type of a finish? when we went for the two-point conversion and couldn't get it, but then we executed an absolutely unbelievable onside kick. We moved the ball down the field with 1 second left. We get it. It was a deserved win by the Taylorville Tornadoes.
We're number one.
They deserve this win tonight. There's not a doubt about it. The Tornadoes, get the rally flags out, fans. What a victory for the Tornadoes. There's Troy Helton. He's the man that kicked the ball on the onside kick, and what a great job he did.
Everybody did a good job, Gary. What can we say? Everybody on that football team and those
And believe me, there was never a doubt about Mike Flynn's kick. That ball,
that thing went right through there.
it cleared the band. It might be on the tennis court. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, what a game.
These kids don't want to leave the field.
Well, they shouldn't. This is something you hope for. Oh, it's incredible, Don.
Where's Robert Burns? Where did he go?
He's gone. He's down on the field, probably.
He's going to get the quote from the coach that didn't have any pressure on his team.
No pressure on him, baby.
Can we play in this league? What do you think now, guys? Oh, unbelievable.
Oh, what a game.
Oh, that is super. Oh, what can we say? What can we say? Just looking at it. There's nobody left in the field. The fans are still all here.
Look at the Griffin fans. They're just stunned. What a great, great ball game for this team and for this coaching staff.
And this school.
And they are getting all the credit they deserve right now from these fans. Griffin kneeling together over there in the corner. What a game.
I lost my juice. My tear in my hand.
Oh, man, everybody stepped up and did it when they had to do it, you know.
Stepped right
Oh,
up and did it when we
baby.
had to do it.
I have never seen a game finish quite like this one.
That's right.
Well, we
1
came to...
second. Almost didn't get out of bounds fast enough.
No.
Unbelievable finish
Jeez,
by
what
the
can we
Taylorville
say?
Tornadoes. There's a young man that had a great game, Doug Kamati.
Oh, yeah. Did he hold for the field goal? I'm not sure who the
I
other
know that
does.
snap was high. He did it. Whoever did it.
He got it down, didn't he? Yeah.
Because it was
a high
floating.
snap on that one.
Oh, what a play. I mean, what a game. I mean, we've talked about the ups and downs. You go for the two to win it outright, and that's a great call. I'm for that 100%.
Absolutely.
We don't err a procedure in it. We go for it.
Absolutely.
Can that get us ranked this week somewhere in the top four?
I don't really care if it does or
I don't
not.
care either, but they should.